Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We always got content coming. Hopefully you guys are hanging in there. Obviously, probably most of you guys are all on quarantine. Maybe some of you working. Luckily for me, I'm still working, at least for now anyways. But figured I'd make a video. On my last ride I went out when I blew my diff. I also had to tie my winch back together, snap it. So ordered up a new one. I'll leave a link in the description below. Ordered it off Amazon. It's a lot nicer than the one I had on there. This is supposed to be like 12 strand. It's a way better feeling than this one. This one's held up for quite a while. Like, I've had this winch on here for 3 years. I ran the cable for like the first 6 months, swapped it out, and I think that's the original one that I put on there. So that hasn't held up too bad, but gonna upgrade it. So I figured I'm gonna make a video on it, and hopefully, if you guys are running cables, I definitely suggest going to synthetic. It's way better, way easier to handle, and if for whatever reason it snaps, breaks, or anything, you tie a knot back in it and keep on going. So let's get right into it. Alright, well, the first thing we're going to go do is we're going to put in a free spool, and we're going to take off this hook, and then all we're going to do is pull this cable, or pull this line right out, and then we'll get ready to put the new one on. So there, that's when I tied it all back together. Worked out pretty good though. Got me out of the bush. So with this winch here, it come with a bolting or mounting point or whatever. But all we're going to do is going to cut that right off. So I cut the end, got rid of this little chunk that's supposed to bolt on, and then I kind of melted the end just so it's nice and pointy. Kind of slides in that hole there as easy as possible. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to slide that in just till it kind of pokes out on the other side. Some people wrap it around a few more times, kind of run it along. I don't. I've never really had to deal with it too much. And then basically from that point, if you don't have a wireless winch, you should totally get one. And then we're just going to roll her in there nice and tight, as tight as possible. And then just as you start, get it all nice and tight on the edges. Wrap away, keeping tension on it the whole time. And it's really nice with this red to black. It gives it kind of a good indicator, because you always want to have enough wraps on there, so that way when you're winching, there's enough strength behind it. basically bark buster on here, so that way when you're wrapping it around trees, that it saves the bark. What I've done in the past though is kind of right on that edge and on this edge, I've wrapped some hay wire around that, and then that way it stays in place. You're not always fighting with it. It slides around all over the place. I'll probably do that another time, maybe show you guys exactly what I did. I don't think I have any hay wire. And then now we'll go ahead and put that hook back on. Yeah, and for this winch here, winch line, it's a 7,000 pound rating. Obviously it went more than what, like this winch is a Badlands 5,000 pound. And it's got me out of some pretty gnarly holes. And I've never snapped one up until a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, when I went riding. And I snapped that line. But this winch has held up for quite a while. I pulled it apart. There was actually no water in it whatsoever. It's kind of nice being where it is. It's not mounted super low. Yeah, that's that. Well, there you have it, guys. Hopefully that helps you guys out. And if you guys are looking to upgrade your winch line, I highly recommend this one. It's way more durable feeling compared to my last one. This one here, I'm not sure how many strands it is, but that other one's 12 strand. This one's, I don't know, not even sure. But it's a couple years old. It gets held up really well. We'll kind of try this one out and see how it goes. And then with that, stay tuned. We got to make a rear hitch mount for this one, for the side by side, so we can mount this winch on the back. So it's kind of handy to have a winch on the back. I know lots of people put them tiger tails on, stuff like that, but we're just gonna put on another winch, and we will swap this out as well for a new fairlead, which I didn't mention on this one. I'm not sure if any of you guys have Badlands winches or not, but they come with rollers, just because they come with cable. But I upgraded to a custom splice fairlead on this one, and then this one here too, we will upgrade to a fairlead and a synthetic winch line, and kind of stoked to have a winch on the back. Could have come in handy a couple times, especially on my last drive when I blew the diff out. But yeah, with that being said, guys, stay tuned, stay safe. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your quarantine time, and hopefully everybody gets back to work here soon. Well, catch you later.